guys, it's Steph, because why not? Just took my last load out of the freeze dryer. I threw them into these large freezer bags just for now. I'm going to package them properly later, but mixed veg, all that powdered spinach. Oh, here comes Ginger. A cheesecake cut into mini cheesecake cookies. Hey, Ginger. Hey, babies. All right, come on. And I did ice cream sandwich cookies. I tried cutting them in 4 and leaving them in the wrapper, hoping that the little bit of space in between would be enough to still have them separate, but not quite. They puffed up slightly, but not much. No big explosion. I wanted to try keeping them in the wrapper because if you pull them out whole, they're big, which is great. I still love them, but they crumble so easily, and it can make a mess. Well, even though they stuck together, this way you can pull off just a little bit. So good. As you see, it started to crack all down here. So the wrapper's going to kind of help keep it together while you eat it. So that was my last load. It took about 23 hours. Some of that was extra time because I was asleep. So put these to the side. Like I said, I'm going to package those up later. I am heading out this week for a little bit of visiting to friends in a green zone. Hopefully it stays green and I can go. You know, COVID and all that. If it's not green, I'll be staying home. But hopefully it's green and I might actually get to see my son. I've seen him about an hour in the past year. But I have some requests for more ice cream. So I've already pre-frozen my freeze dryer. I had a request for, they actually wanted Oreo cookie sandwiches, but I couldn't find the Oreo ones in the store this time. Live in the middle of nowhere, so we don't always have the same selections. Even though it's, you know, Walmart, independent, Food Basic, No Frills, all those main chain stores, we don't always have the same selection. So these are the cookie sandwiches. They're frozen and I'm leaving them in a cooler here so that I can get them in right away. I did cut them in half and put them back in the freezer, and I'm leaving them in the open package. That way, if they do puff up, explode, they're still contained. The request was also for strawberry shortcake popsicles, creamsicles. However, again, couldn't find them, so we're going with strawberry kiwi or strawberry vanilla smoothies, kefir smoothies. So this is what they looked like before. And again, in case there's any explosions, well, I'm going to do that one out because it just want to come go back in. The rest I'm going to try and leave in the package, but open. That way, again, if you want to eat it with little less mess, you can just slide a little bit out. There we go, a whole box of creamsicle popsicles and a whole box of cookies on one tray. And a little trick I do to help, so I use the defrost function. Where's my water bucket? Got a water bucket down here. I use the defrost function on the machine to speed up getting the ice out just enough so I can pull the ice that's around the drum out. But then it's at like almost 60 degrees Celsius. So to help cool it down quicker, I take some of that ice, put it on pans, and put it in where the trays go. You can see there's some water here, but it helps bring down the temperature much quicker and use less power because it's cooling from some of the ice. So, in these go. I'm going to put these in the bottom. There we go. Tray number 2 is going to be similar. I only had the one box of sandwich cookies. We're going with original creamsicle bars. Again, I'm going to do 1 out. Ooh, it's a pink one. One out and the rest in. Again, with just opening up the edge. So I'm pushing them right to the end. There, we got all 12 on the tray. So I put these last 2 on the side here. That should be fine. Make sure the openings were on the other side. And I do always use a Teflon sheet. This way, if anything gets stuck, it easily slides off. A little less cleaning. Next one, another set of these yogurt bars. And then to fill the rest of the tray, I'm going to do chocolatey chippy ice cream sandwiches. Take a few out. A few of them I'm going to leave. I've seen it done left in with just a slit down the side. See how these do. Trying to see if I can get away with them standing straight up, but I think that's a little bit too close to the heating pad, so. Just in case these do, try to foam up or explode, I'm gonna put another piece of Teflon over top. Better safe than sorry. no one wants to clean up that big mess. So. There we go. Nope, not quite. Nope, too much. Goes out. Much better. Yeah, so I like to try and get as much as possible within the weight limit on these trays. Because why not? Why not fill to just about to max capacity, get as much on the trays as you can in a run. Like I said, staying within the weight limit, so it's not overloaded. But these are light, so I won't get anywhere close to the 2.5 pounds weight limit per tray. I'm going to cut these ones fully in half. Alright, I think that's about good. I've got 2. Alright, so my tray is full. I've got about 6 left. So this time I cut them in half. A little bit of space in between the open area so that they don't get re-stuck together. Oops. And we'll put those in. Can't forget my pillow. And we'll come back tomorrow to see how they turn out. Looking forward to some yummy ice cream sandwiches. Okay, I'm back. It has been about 22.5 hours. Just woke up. Let's see how all that different ice cream has done. Uh-oh, we had little bits of an explosion. Alright, so the bottom one with our cookies, they exploded quite a bit. It's not bad. Let's see if I can get this one. See, and this is one reason why I use the Teflon. I've never had anything stick yet, or this is my first like explosion. So still very edible and yummy, I am sure, but just a little bit of a mess here. Yummy. And the ones, I don't know if you can see in there, it's puffed up and has the same kind of explodey parts, but inside. So that was kind of one reason why I kept them in here, as well as when you're eating, because they're going to be very dry, very crumbly, and it'll help collect the crumbs and mess instead of it going everywhere. I just woke up, still gotta find my words, but see if I can pull this one out. Woo. It's puffed out further than the sides, so the uprights here are kind of cutting, puffed up. And because the sides are so close to the ice, it's actually sticky. But yummy. Alright, so these were the creamsicle ones. Again, why I kept them in the packages. Is their way of a creamsicle. So my guess is while I was talking and even though I had them in a cooler when I brought them down here, and then put them onto the trays and straight in, I'm guessing it just still didn't keep it cold enough. They were starting to melt just a little. So, note to self, next time, transfer them onto the trays, actually put them back in the freezer, and then wait. So yeah, again, another reason I put the Teflon on top. This would have been quite the mess to try and clean up off of the heating pads. The other two shelves didn't quite get high enough to touch the heating pads, but this one would have, and it would have been stuck. So again, same. We got puffed, but didn't go all bubbly like the strawberry ones. Started to puff right out. And for the ice cream sandwiches, these ones I sliced them down the side, and they puffed right out the side. So again, this one puffed right out over the edge. Can't let that go to waste. So these, I'd say, they're a success because they freeze dry well. The part that failed was my fault for not having it frozen enough before it went in. But they still taste yummy. So I am going to defrost and clean out my freeze dryer and get some more stuff in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, Find me on Facebook, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube to see what I do next. And I am going on a road trip, so I may or may not be filming while I'm on there to see what little adventures I get up to. See you next time.